Hello, my name's Harold Meyer. For those of you who are new, I do videos on Fridays and Saturdays. And today we're gonna be talking about God's Not Dead Part 4, We the People. And in another video we're doing today, we're gonna be talking about Genesis 4:3. Sorry, this isn't scripted. And the reason why I might see uploaded right by Genesis 4:3 is because I've already uploaded that one. I normally I try to do them normally a week ahead of time, so yeah, that uploaded, that's just me remind myself that I've already done it. And tomorrow we're gonna be doing Star Trek Fleet Command Part 49. Yeah, so let's get into what it talks about. Now in this it talks about standing up for what you believe in. Because if we don't stand up for what we believe in, then people are going to walk all over us, they're going to abuse us, they're going to take advantage of us, they're going to take away our rights, our freedoms, our liberties, they're going to impose their own will upon us. You know, we need to stand up for what we believe in as Christians. We need to. Because freedom will be taken away from us. A lot of people take that for granted, but freedom can be, a lot of people take freedom for granted, but it can be taken away from us. It can be. It can easily be taken away from us. And the question is, are we going to allow it to happen? I know that some things might seem like they have good intentions, but whenever you get down to it, it's not. The separation of church and state, that can be good and it can be bad. Now, I know most of the time to talk about the bad stuff, but why don't we talk about the good stuff? Now, the good stuff is that the congressman cannot control our churches. That's the good stuff. That's the good part of it. I'm very thankful for that because I know how corrupt congressmen already are, and I don't want to hand them even more power. And I don't think they're all evil or anything, it's just I don't trust them with my church. Running my church. Yeah, so, how do we stand up for ourselves, maybe? Sometimes we can use social media. The only thing bad about that is that might encourage violence. And I'm completely against violence. Even if it's, for a good cause, I'm against violence. I'm more of a peaceful protest man. I'm okay with protests as long as they're peaceful and they stand up for the right things. By right things, I mean the things that the Bible teaches are okay. And yeah, so recently, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing next. I got two things I could do next after I'm finished. Well, next week for our Let's Talk About. There's a Touch by an Angel episode which I really want to talk about, and there's also a movie I bought called Jesus Revolution. I can see it. Let me put it closer to the camera. Sorry, my lighting's not that good. But, it's the best I can do for right now. And, yeah, so, we need to stay together and to fight together against things. Because one person fighting against something might not be good, but 1,000 people fighting against something, that shows that your country really cares about what's going on in the world. That shows that, it's not just one person, it's a whole bunch of people. There's this one scene, I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but it's from Power Rangers. Now, let me go back. Before, before, we had these people that used to pick on the Power Rangers. And then the Power Rangers were getting destroyed, the Earth was getting attacked, and all of the Rangers' allies were captured or missing. Well, okay, well, yeah, some of them were missing, but the Power Rangers were up against thousands and thousands. And they had this handful of people that chose to stand up for them, despite the odds. Now, as Christians, we need to stand up for things despite the odds. We need to stand up for God. We need to fight for God. We need to do things for Him. Let Him work through us. That's what we need to do. We need to let Him work through us. And, most people know this already, but you know what they used to call Christians? Little Jesuses. But they stopped calling us that. Why? Because we don't stand up for what we believe in, and we've allowed corruption to come into our lives and destroy things. We've allowed beer and alcohol and marijuana to be substitutes for God. We've allowed, all of these adult things to be substitutes for God, which they're there for a reason, but they're not there to replace God. You know, I heard about this, I think, on the radio a long time ago, and I said this before, but wine can help you learn foreign languages faster. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but there are health benefits, and that's just one of them. There are benefits and consequences to everything, I believe. Everything. Like me, for example, I like to drink root beer. Now, I don't know if root beer helps me, but it's something I like to drink. And we need to stand up for what we believe in. And we need to stand together. We don't need to be like one person protesting. We need all of Christianity fighting. Fighting for its very existence. We need it to fight for it. We need to fight for it. We need it. I'm sorry, this isn't scripted, so I might pause a lot or say or or a lot. But yeah, that's what, we have all of these monuments and stuff that showed the people who we were, who we once stood for. But let's make sure that who we once stood for and who we once were, the Christians that we want that came before us, would they fall for it? Let's make sure that their fight was not in vain. And I'm talking about like the just cause, like what the Bible supports. Like Black Lives Matter, for instance, I do believe in that, but I also believe that all lives matter. So I'm against abortion. I'm against mass shootings. I'm against suicide. I'm against all of those things. But the question is, am I willing to allow those things to continue to exist into, for the next generation? Am I gonna allow things to even get worse? Now, I know that some people say that we live in the end times and things are just gonna get worse and worse. Listen, the end times could be tomorrow, it could start tomorrow, or end tomorrow, or the end times can start in the next 100 years from now. I don't know. The Bible doesn't say, but we could be in the times right now. I don't know. And the Bible did say that there would be It did give us some signs for the end times. For those of you who want to look that up, that's in Revelation, or at least most of it. In Revelation. But God loves you. He does. He does. And He doesn't want to see Christianity become this corrupted thing that we only go to it because it's what we've so it's what we've always done. So He wants us to go to it and be like, hey, today's Sunday or Wednesday or whatever, and I get to go to church. But as opposed to, oh boy, it's Sunday, I better go to church because I've been going to church my whole life. One of them seems happy, the other one doesn't. Yeah, and we need to keep each other in our prayers. Right now, my mother, she's been feeling dizzy, and sometimes she has a hard time walking. Me with my Tourette's and my high blood pressure, and sometimes I slurp a lot because of my medicine. And high history of depression. I've had a history of bad racing thoughts. That was the depression, and I almost did the unthinkable. I think I'm still alive. There's a miracle I'm still alive. And this is what I believe. I believe that we should cherish each and every moment while we can, because the moment that because the moments can only might not last long, and we don't know when God's gonna call us to heaven or hell or whatever. We don't know. We don't know. So we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed the next minute, the next second, the next hour. That's why we need to make our relationship with God excellent right now. And how do we do that? We read His Word. We continue watching Christian videos. We can listen and sing to, or just listen to Christian songs. We can take the time out of our day to study His Word. We can help out as a church. We can do some community stuff. But listen, don't do it because it makes you feel good. Do it because you want to honor and glorify God. That's the number one reason. Do it for that. Continue to do that. Honor and glorify God. Do it for that. And today's video is gonna be a little bit shorter than normal. It's gonna be about 5 or 6 minutes shorter than normal. So yeah, do it. Don't do it because it's something that you think that society wants you to do. Do it because it's something that God wants you to do. Heck, maybe it's both. It can be both sometimes. Maybe God and society both need you to do something. Like feed the poor, or feed the needy, or help the ones that have disabilities out. And I'm talking about mental as well as physical, and sometimes both. And for those of you who don't know me, my Tourette's syndrome means that I run into muscle movement sometimes, especially whenever I It hasn't been acting up lately, but it used to act up a lot whenever I had my racing thoughts. Well, it doesn't act up that much anymore. Um, but it used to be whenever I had my racing thoughts. And please pray for me. About 3 or 4 days from the day that this video goes live, I'm going to be seeing a psychiatrist, and the day after that, I'm going to be seeing a neurologist. So please pray for me. Please pray for me. And also, please pray for my mother. Like I said, she's been getting dizzy, and we don't know we have an idea what might be causing it, but we don't know, the reason. Yeah, like sometimes she can be fine some days, and other days she can be falling all over the place. And please help my daddy. He has to deal with all of us. Plus he has high blood pressure. Plus he's a diabetic. Plus he's had back surgery. Plus he had open heart surgery. And please pray for my little brother. He has his own issues that we're working through. Yeah, so please pray for all of us. And you see, some of the things that my generation is dealing with, I don't want other generations to deal with, like abortion. I want that to be banned. Same-sex marriage banned. Gay couples banned. Lesbian couples banned. Yeah. And that a lot of people is gonna be like, oh well, it's no big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I had to get some water. Yeah, so we need to stand up for what we believe in as Christians. Because if not, people are going to walk all over us. They're going to destroy our beliefs. They're going to confuse us, especially if we don't read the Bible. They're going to just ultimately destroy us. That's what they're going to do. They're going to destroy us. That's what they're going to do. They're going to destroy us. And they're going to make it things like God doesn't exist, or God's dead. Well, if you look at the title, it literally says God's not dead 4 in it. Maybe I should put part 4, I don't know. Yeah, so God loves you. He does. He loves you. Holy, holy. Yeah, I sing that song. Especially whenever I'm taking a shower. I sing that song. Yeah, so, if y'all have any, like, thoughts or ideas of how to peacefully protest, let me know in the comment section. Or maybe you can protest using social media, but don't put no foul language in there. Don't threaten nobody. That just makes things so much worse. Now, what else to talk about? This movie, not really that much happened other than the fact that it reminded us of what America used to stand for. And I'll tell you what, in the Constitution, that's one of our greatest um documents. Constitution. We the people of the United States. Yeah, it doesn't say us atheists or us Christian or us Muslims. No, it combines us all. Why? Because there are some things that no religion should stand for, like abortion. And I need to be just acting up, okay? That was weird. Mhm. Yeah, so we as Christians need to stand up for what we believe in. We need to do it. We need to. We need to do it. You see something there? Hey, hold on. Alright. She wants to make sure of something. And how do we do that in this corrupt world? Well, we can make signs that don't threaten people, that don't say that we should kill everybody who doesn't agree with us or things like that, and go out on the streets and protest. We can do it on social media, we can do both. But if I ever have a kid, I want his life to be better than mine. And I don't want him to grow up with all of this corruption. Or her. Or her. I want him to grow up with all of this commotion. It's just sad the way the world is some days. Sometimes I do get some good news, but most of the time on the news, we had a school shooting, or somebody got murdered, or somebody got robbed, or somebody got attacked because of their race, or something like that. And that's my phone going off. We have about 30 minutes left. We need to stand up for what we believe in. We don't need to let the people walk all over us and all over our beliefs. Because if we do that, then the devil wins. Then the devil wins. And then more people get sent to hell, less people get sent to heaven. And this world just grows more and more corrupt. But as Christians, we have an ability to slow that down. Now, I'm not saying we stop it, because, it does talk about the end of days. We need to slow it down, I believe. And one person can make a huge difference. And sometimes all it takes is one random act of kindness. Like, for example, this lady dropped this coin. I think it was, I'm not really sure what kind of coin it was, but she dropped it and I picked it up for her and she told me thank you because she just had back surgery. You see, it's the little things like that that make a huge difference. Yeah. And some people are like, well, I want a blessing if I'm going to do this. No, you shouldn't do it because you want a blessing. You should do it because you love God. That's why you should do it, because you love God. And that's what we should fight for. Our love for God. Because there might come a point in time where God said, I never knew you, and then you're going to go to hell. But if you never had a relationship with God, no matter what religion you follow, if you never had that, then you're going to go to hell. That's the Christian point of view. That's the Christian point of view. And sure, it may be fun to do drugs and alcohol and weed and marijuana and stuff like that. But guess what? That stuff, too much of anything is bad for you. And if that causes you to stop worshiping God, what God says is that's like putting another God before him. And that's something that he hates. That's something that he hates. That's something that he hates. And what can we do about it? Well, we can stand up for what we believe in peacefully. We can join together with others and ask others for prayers and advice in both in certain situations, I guess. If united we stand, divided we fall. United we stand. What does that mean? That means that if we stand together, we can accomplish a lot of things. But if we try to do it on our own, we might not accomplish anything at all, other than making ourselves look bad. Yeah, yeah. And please pray for my, like I said, for my family. We're going through so much right now. And right now, my mom is out of work, and I don't have a job, and my daddy don't have a job. And my little brother's too young to have certain jobs. I guess you could always cut people's grass. Or or something, but he's too young to work with like a big company. And he's still at school, so that makes it hard. So please, I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to, make myself look worse than I am. All I'm saying is just, I might have to stop doing these videos one day. I might have to. Also, one of my sisters is pregnant, and I'm not sure who's going to be babysitting her child, or well, I know I'm going to be babysitting her sometime, but she might have work, or she might no. So please pray for her child, and please pray for our country. Whatever country you live in, please pray for it, and pray for all of the other countries too. Because I live in the U.S., and right now, Christianity's role is being threatened in the U.S., in Congress, in schools. So all these kind of things are being, Christianity is being tested. And some of us right now are failing that test. Some of us are letting bad things happen to good people. Some of us are letting horrible, horrible things happen. But we need to stand up for what we believe in. We need to go to the courts and fight this injustice sometimes. So some people say, "Oh yeah, we'll tolerate, you being a Muslim and you being Jewish, but no, we're not going to tolerate Christianity." Yeah, the country was founded on Christianity. Yeah, they tolerate that. Really? Then, excuse me, but what are they doing in America? I mean, I can understand, somebody took a corrupted point of view of the Bible, but as for a true Christian, they're not tolerating you, fight it. In your schools, in your, I don't know if it's fine, I'm talking about with lawyers. You have to do lawyers, maybe you can get somebody that understands to be like, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I didn't do that. But sometimes people just don't understand this. We need to turn to God, ask God for guidance sometimes. We really need to ask God for guidance. And sometimes we lose battles. God didn't say that we win every battle, but He did say just don't give up, because He will win in the end. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He was there with us at the beginning of time, and He'll be there with us after time, after the end of this universe. And just because you old, that don't mean that you still can't be. That don't mean that you still can't fight for what you believe in. Just because you're old, likewise, just because you're young doesn't mean that you can't fight for what you believe in. Yeah, holy is the Lord God Almighty, that His will be done on earth now. Okay, we need to stand up for what we believe in. No, we need to. And sometimes, like I said, we win, sometimes we lose. But the point of it is that we can at least go to God and say that we tried. We tried our best. We might fail, but we tried our best. One second. Sorry, I just have a little internet issue I need this to take care of. Yeah, so, as Christians, we need to fight for what we believe in. We need to. We need to. And sometimes it can start off with just one person and then just spread to two or more people. So it contradicts what I said earlier. But one person might not make that much of a difference when they first start off. Sometimes it might take a little while for it to grow. But if you start off with like 50 people, then that grows, it's going to be faster. It'll be faster. But please, just don't forget to help out one another. Because we're all, as Christians, we're part of something called the body of Christ. Now, what does that mean? That means that whenever one part of us gets injured, the other part's supposed to help out. We should help out one another, no matter what. We should. Listen, some people are saying, it doesn't pay to fight because we're in the end times, and don't believe that. We don't know, you know, and we don't know when the end times will start or if it has started already. There are signs that God's given us, but not all of them has come true yet, like the Antichrist. We don't know if he has a human body yet or not. Or if he'll have, well, he might have a human body. I don't know. I don't know if the Bible teaches on that. But we need to be very, very careful what we say whenever it comes to things like the Bible and advice we give to others. And we need to be careful on how we judge each other. Like, for example, I was watching an episode of Touched by an Angel where they had this person who they called him weird and things like that, but it wasn't his fault. He had something mentally wrong with him. Yeah, really get to review that episode, man. That's a good episode, Touch My Angel. Well, we're talking about it. Because that goes into things with, like, people with, different mental disabilities and how they get treated. Some of them get labeled as weird, some of them get labeled as slow, some of them get labeled as stupid. To me, there is no such, well, the only, there's not really any such thing as a stupid person. And there's a person who has had plenty of their chances and messed up. And there are people that have learning disabilities on one of them. Like, for example, I probably misspelled something on screen, or probably hasn't, done something that other people considered, that other people would be able to do more easily. Listen, God loves you for who you are. He does. He loves you. If you understand, different people have different disabilities. Like, for example, a person who's deaf and who can't read sign language might not want to go to church. Or a person who can't walk might not want to go to church because they have steps and nobody helps them. Or a person who has Alzheimer's, they might go to church, but they might get lost after they go to church. I've heard this from an old pastor of mine that they had this lady that never remembered that she thought every Sunday was meant for ever since she went to church. And every time after church she'd get lost in town. And she'd wander out the building and get lost. And that's always go find her. Yeah. Please help me. Because every time I see a doctor, I think, man, they're going to put me in the hospital. Please help me with my anxiety, even though I'm doing good. I guess I could always be doing better, but I'm doing pretty good right now. There's always a little room for improvement. And sometimes we put, that sometimes for others there might not be a little room for improvement, but we might want a lot of improvement, and then we might be like, why are we getting this? And then we get depressed, and then that we haven't accomplished much in our life, and what's the point of living, and things like that. But let me tell you something, there's a God out there that loves you, not for what you've accomplished, not for what you will accomplish, not for what you've done, other than having a relationship with Him. All He asks is that you have a relationship with Him, and He'll help you through the rest. And I'm talking about an excellent relationship, not just I go to church on Sunday or Wednesday or whatever. And how do we, as Christians, follow and worship and understand God? Well, we do it through the Bible. We do it by following the Bible. You don't even have to go to church. All you have to do, and you don't have to read a song or become famous or anything. God just wants you to have a relationship with Him, and sometimes that relationship starts with the Bible. Now, I would urge you to get different copies of the Bible because one verse you might not understand, and another version of it might be easier for you to understand. And these days, you can even get Bibles on your phones. I have a King James Bible. Let me see. Let me see what it says. Hold on. Yeah, King James. Is it the new one? It just says King James. Or maybe we could get a book about the Bible. Like, for example, I saw on Amazon they had this book that took place, like this series of comic books that took place during the events of the Bible. I never read them. And also, they also have something called the Action Bible, which that's like a comic book meets the Bible. And you might like that one better, I don't know. Now, if you're just starting to get into it, I highly recommend that. And especially if you're somewhere from the age of maybe 10 to maybe 17. Age. Or maybe you just like reading comic books and you're an adult, so you might want to read that. The weird thing is that I believe it was in God's Not Dead, the original one where they had the Action Bible. Was it that one? Let me remember. Let me see if I can remember. No, it wasn't God's Not Dead. I think it was something else. I might put it in the comment section if I remember it. Or put it in the comment section if it's in God's Not Dead, if y'all know. Or what Christian movie it's in. Cause I remember it's about it's not God's Not Dead, but it's about a teacher who wants to teach the Bible and like they have a whole bunch of people that's against him, and it's just very hard on him. I don't think it's Not Dead. I think it's something else. That's it about it's something else. We have about 4 minutes left. So yeah, just if you want to protest, do it peacefully and make sure that it's backed up biblically. Let's say that if you're protesting for abortion, well, that deals with killing, I believe personally, and killing is against the Bible, so you should protest against. I'm for that. I mean to say for abortion, sorry. Protest for abortion. Protest against abortion, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. And also, please keep the games I play. Please pray that I'm able to reach people that wouldn't normally get reached. I kind of like to be creative with that kind of stuff, and playing a video game doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't necessarily a sin. It's, to be honest, it's these days. If it's a free-to-play game and if it's a battle royale game, it's how you play it. It's hold on one sec. Okay, let me finish up real quick. It's how you play it. It's what you say during it, because a lot of the games have chat now, which chat can be a good and a bad thing. It's who you playing against, because who you playing against could be might try to treat you as a noob or might insult you in some way or make feel bad. Some of us play games to escape reality, to have, because sometimes we might live in a bad, like our parents might be always fighting and drinking, and we might have alcohol and drugs in the family, and video games can be a way to escape that. Can be a way to escape that. Can a way to escape all of the negativity and all of the sadness and all of the anger. Sorry, my timer was a little off. But it can be. And to me, we can use video games to reach people, even violent video games in some cases. But I don't recommend you try that because you'd be supporting violent video games. I don't recommend downloading games illegally because in most countries that's breaking the law. Yeah, there might be some exceptions, like maybe let's say the game's going for $5,000 or $6,000 and you can't afford to pay it. It's been used. A lot of some video games can cost a lot. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. We also need to pray for the people who've lost their information to hackers and to foreign governments and things like that. Because that's something that's very, very serious. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know how when you first sign off with you first sign in, like you first create an account, and it says got like this long big old chunk of text, like about 5 or 6 pages, and at the end it says I've read and agreed. Yeah, I've intentionally skipped that sometimes. And my information, that's how my information a lot of times gets stolen. It gets used against me, especially in YouTube, especially being on YouTube, because my information gets put into YouTube search algorithm and that recommends videos for me. It's bad. I seem to recommend movies I already have. Yeah, so, please, please, we need to stand up for what we believe in. We need to do that. We need to do that. And don't use violence. Don't use inappropriate language. Don't use swearing. Don't say things like OMG. That's all sinful. And don't lie. Basically, don't break into the Ten Commandments, but the Bible says we will all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. All of us. We all have sinned. All of us. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right here, folks. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.